Hello, students. Today we are going to understand the chapter My Childhood. This chapter is about APJ Abdul Kalam ji. You know that the APJ Abdul Kalam's autobiography is titled Wings of Fire, and this chapter, My Childhood, is a one part from it only. In this chapter, he talks about the childhood of him. And you know that he was the 11th president of India, and he was also a great scientist. And the most important thing is that he is known as the Missile Man of India. In this chapter, he talks about his upbringing, his parents, and siblings. He tells us about his friends and all those things that influenced his childhood. This story also reflects on the harmony and prejudice present in the Indian society. He says that we can rise in life if we have a strong determination and dedication. So let's start about the chapter about APJ Abdul Kalam ji. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the erstwhile Madras state. Island, Tapu, the land which is surrounded by water. So, erstwhile. Erstwhile means former. So, APJ Abdul Kalam ji was born into a middle class Tamil family, and his place of birth, Rameshwaram, is an island town in the state of Tamil Nadu. Today, we know this state as Tamil Nadu, but when he was born, at that time, the state was known as Madras State. My father, Jainul Abdin, had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages, he possessed great innate wisdom and true generosity of spirit. So now what he is saying, that his father's name was Jainulabdin. His father was not very rich. He did not have wealth, and he was neither educated. He was not highly educated, but despite these disadvantages, he had some other qualities. Other qualities like innate. Innate means natural qualities. Wisdom means the quality of being wise. So he was very wise person, and a true generosity of a spirit. So he is very kind. He was naturally very wise and was very generous too. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother, Ashiamma. So his mother's name is Ashiamma. She used to help his father, and she was a great support and help to him. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day, but I am quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. So, outsiders, a person who is not accepted as a member of a society or group. So, his mother was also generous and kind hearted. Every day she used to feed a lot of people. She fed a greater number of people from outside than the total number of the members in their family. Means उनके घर में जब भी कभी खाना होता था तो बाहर के लोग भी उनके फैमिली मेंबर से ज्यादा होते थे. I was one of many children, a short boy with rather undistinguished looks, born to tall and handsome parents. Undistinguished, different. not like as a common people. So he was also one of the child, and he was very short. And as his parents were very tall and they were handsome, so he said that I had many siblings. And he describes himself that he had short height and common looks. He did not have any exceptional looks. On the contrary, his parents were very tall and handsome. They were good looking. So he did not inherit their physical qualities. We lived in our ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. So now what he is saying, that he lived in his ancestral house. Ancestral means Purvaj. Okay. He said that he used to live in his ancestral house, and that house was built in the middle of the 19th century. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. Okay, pakka house, you know. So the house which was made of bricks, cement, and limestone, chuna. Okay. So what he said, he's saying that he used to live in his ancestral house, which was built in the middle of the 19th century, and it was a pakka house, and it was made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. It was a fairly large pakka house made of limestone and brick on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. My austere father used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. Austere father, plain, used to avoid all inessential comforts. Comforts means facilities. So his father was very strict. He was very simple. He used to avoid all the inessential luxuries, comforts, the facilities which was not essential. He used to avoid those things. All necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine, or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both materially and emotionally. Okay, so what he is saying, that as his father was very simple, but he was strict also. He wanted to live his life in a simple way, and he used to teach his children not to waste money on unnecessary things. He says that his father used to avoid any kind of inessential comfort and luxuries. He provided them all the necessary things like food, clothes, medicines. But his parents fulfilled all his need, whether it was any tangible thing or their love and affection. This shows that he has the quality of gratitude. He is thankful to his parents for whatever they did for him, and he is saying that his parents has provided him with each and everything whatever they required, but his father doesn't want him to waste any money on inessential things. The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. So when he was 8 years old, at that time the Second World War broke out. So we can calculate that he was born in the year 1931. For reasons I have never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seeds erupted in the market. I used to collect the seeds and sell them to a provision shop on Mosque Street. A day's collection would fetch me the princely sum of 1 anna. So the tamarind seeds, tamarind means imli. Okay. So the demand for tamarind seeds increased in the market. And APJ used to collect and sell the tamarind seeds to a provision shop. Provision shop यानी कि किराने वाली दुकान पर, located on the Mosque Street. And in return of that, he would get a sum of 1 anna, which equals 6 paise. So when he addresses it as a princely sum, princely, royal, means it was very great and valuable. Now here he is being ironic, as the amount was very meager. At that time, this 1 anna meant a lot of money to him. My brother-in-law, Jalaluddin, would tell me stories about the war, which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. Dinamani is a name of a newspaper. So his brother-in-law, Jalaluddin, used to tell him the stories about the ongoing World War, the World War which was taking place. He used to describe him. And later APJ used to read those things in the newspaper, Dinamani. And he used to look for the news of the same stories which was told by his brother-in-law. Our area, being isolated, was completely unaffected by the war. But soon India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. But as you all know that Rameshwaram was a small island town. It was far away from land. So it was not affected by the World War in the beginning. But after some time, India had to join the war and combined with the Allied forces. Then a state of emergency was declared in the country. And you know that during emergency, the president's rule is implemented in the country. It is like a curfew in the country. A lot of privileges which are given to the people are withdrawn. The first casualty came in the form of the suspension of the train that halt at Rameshwaram station. Casualty, something a person injured or killed. Okay. Halt means used to stop. The newspapers now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanushkoti. So what happened? The first impact of the World War on the people of Rameshwaram was the cancellation of the train stoppage at the Rameshwaram station. Earlier, the train which came from India used to stop at Rameshwaram station and then went further to Dhanushkoti. But now the station was cancelled and the train went from India to Dhanushkoti without stopping at the Rameshwaram. With this, the newspaper bundle which used to come for Rameshwaram was thrown out of the moving train as it reached Rameshwaram road. तो क्या करते थे वो लोग जो पेपर ट्रेन से आते थे, अब उनको बंडल के फॉर्म में चलती ट्रेन से फेंक दिया जाता था. That forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles, and as if naturally I filled the slot. Slot means a narrow opening, means which can be fit into a place easily. Samsuddin helped me earn my first wages. So here the APJ Abdul Kalam's cousin Samsuddin, he used to distribute the newspapers in Rameshwaram. As the train stoppage was cancelled and the newspaper bundle was thrown out of the moving train, he needed someone to help him to catch it. So APJ helped Samsuddin by catching the bundle and distributing the newspapers. So in return, Samsuddin paid him a salary, which was APJ's first earning. तो न्यूज़पेपर बेचकर उनको सबसे पहली उनकी अर्निंग मिली. फर्स्ट वेजेस मीन्स अर्निंग. Half a century later, I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. So, this happened 50 years ago. Even now, that is when he wrote the book, Wings of Fire, he could feel satisfied and proud of himself. He says that whenever someone earns his own money with his hard work, he feels it the same way as he did. Every child is born with some inherited characteristics into a specific socio-economic and emotional environment and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from my father, from my mother. I inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness, and so did my three brothers and sister. Inherited. Inherited means obtained from ancestors. पूर्वजों से जो आपको विरासत में मिलता है. Okay, authority. Authority means moral or legal rights. Okay. So, for a child, the figure of authority is his parents, and the next figure of authority can be his teacher, a person who has authority over his child. Now he is saying that whenever a child is born, he has some qualities which he acquires from the elders in his family. And these depend upon the social status of the family and the environment at home. From his father, he inherited honesty and self-discipline, and from his mother, he inherited faith in goodness and deep kindness. His siblings also inherited these qualities from their parents. I had three close friends in my childhood. Childhood means bachpan. Okay. So the name of his three close friends were Ramanath Sastri, Aravindan, and Shiv Prakashan. Okay. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. Orthodox, Rudivadi, traditional, the one who believes in the traditional views. Okay. He had three best friends during his childhood. Their names were Ramanath Shastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan, and all of them belonged to a very strict Hindu Brahmin family, and they were ardent followers of their religion. अपने धर्म के वो बहुत पक्के थे. All these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin families. As children, none of us ever felt any difference amongst ourselves because of our religious differences and upbringing. In fact, Ramanath Shastri was the son of Pakshi Lakshman Shastri, the high priest of the Rameshwaram temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple from his father. Priesthood, religious practitioners, पूजा करने वाले जो होते हैं, that. So now what he is saying, Arvindan went into the business of arranging transport for visiting pilgrims. Pilgrims, you know, people who visit holy places, and Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railways. So, as APJ was from a Muslim family, he says that during his childhood, all the children were so close to each other that they never felt that they belonged to different religions. Religion was not a barrier in their friendship. There is a very famous temple in Rameshwaram, the Rameshwaram temple. So his best friend, Ramanath Shastri, he was the son of Pakshi Lakshman Shastri, the priest of this temple. So when these three friends grew up, Ramanath Shastri took the priesthood of the Rameshwaram temple. Arvindan started a business of transporting the pilgrims to and from the Rameshwaram temple, and Shiv Prakashan became a catering contractor for the Southern Railway. He was in charge of the catering for the railways. During the annual Sri Sita Ram Kalyanam ceremony, Our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site situated in the middle of the pond called Ram Tirath, which was near our house. So, idols, murtiyan. Okay. So what happened here? Whenever that Sri Sita Ram Kalyan ceremony used to take place, at his family used to take part in, and they used to arrange the boats for it. And they also made a special platform on the boats on which the statue of Ram and Sita were placed and transported from the temple to the marriage site, which was in the middle of a pond named Ram Tirath. And this pond was near APJ's house. So when he was growing up, he never thought that there was any difference between Hindu and Muslim, as they practiced in the Hindu festivals wholeheartedly. Means they used to participate, in spite of being Muslim, they used to participate in the Hindu festivals. Okay. Events from the Ramayana and from the life of the prophet were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in our family. Prophet, Pegambar, an inspired teacher of the will of God. Okay. So he says that they listen to the stories from the Ramayana and the life of the prophet from their mother and grandmother as bedtime stories. So they listened to stories of both Hindu gods and Muslim gods. There was no differentiation on grounds of religion. One day, when I was in the fifth standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to our class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim, and I always sat in the front row next to Ramanath Shastri, who wore the sacred thread. Sacred thread, Janev. Okay, as he belonged to the Muslim family, so he used to wear a cap on his head. You might have seen that white color cap Muslim used to wear. So he used to wear a cap on his head, which identified him as a Muslim. And his friend Ramanath Shastri, who was the son of the priest of the Rameshwaram temple, and he belonged to Hindu Brahmin family. He used to wear the sacred thread, that is Janev, worn by Brahmins. When these children were in class 5, a new teacher came to their class. So APJ Abdul Kalam recalls, means उनको याद करके बताते हैं, an incident which happened then. The new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest's son sitting with a Muslim boy. Could not stomach means that new teacher could not tolerate that a Hindu priest's son was sitting with a Muslim boy. In accordance with our social ranking, as the new teacher saw it, I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. I felt very sad, and so did Ramanath Sastri. He looked utterly downcast as I shifted to my seat in the last row. The image of him weeping when I shifted to the last row left a lasting impression on me. Downcast means hopeless, sad, or depressed. So, what happened? This new teacher could not tolerate that a Hindu priest's son was sitting next to a Muslim boy. He told APJ to go and sit on the last bench as he belonged to a lower rank of the society. Both the children felt very bad when APJ changed his seat and went back and sat on the last bench. Ramanath felt very bad. APJ still remembers the image of his friend Ramanath crying. It left a lifelong impression on Kalam of his friend's feelings for him. After school, we went home and told our respective parents about the incident. So when they went home, they told about the incident which had happened in the school. Lakshman Sastri summoned the teacher. Summoned means called, and in our presence told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality and communal intolerance in the minds of innocent children. Communal intolerance means based on community, जो spread किया जाता है. Okay. He bluntly asked the teacher to either to apologize or quit the school and the island. Communal, that is based on community. Bluntly. Bluntly means rudely or strictly. Apologize. Apologize to say sorry, to beg pardon. Okay. Not only did the teacher regret his behavior, but the strong sense of conviction Lakshman Sastri conveyed ultimately reformed this young teacher. Regret, feeling of sadness. Conviction, conviction means firm and sincere belief. Reformed, reformed means to improve. So now what happened? When both the children went home and told their parents about this incident, and Ramanath's father, Lakshman Sastri, at that time called the new teacher and scolded him. He told him not to kill the children's friendship by putting the venomous discrimination of caste and religious into their innocent minds. Lakshman Sastri was very clear in himself. He told the teacher, either you are sorry for the wrong you have done, or else leave the school and Rameshwaram town also. The teacher asked sorry for the mistake he had done, and due to Lakshman Shastri's determination, his thoughts about religion and caste changed. On the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of segregation of different social groups. Segregation means separation. However, my science teacher, Siva Subramanya Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin with a very conservative wife, conservative means who was opposed to great social change, was something of a rebel. He did his best to break social barriers so that people from varying backgrounds could mingle. Mingle means mix up easily. He used to spend hours with me and would say, Kalam, I want you to develop so that you are on par with the highly educated people of the big cities. So now what happened? The division of society into four groups, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, was strictly followed in Rameshwaram. Abdul Kalam's science teacher, Siv Subramanyam Iyer, was a religious person. He was an orthodox Brahmin, but was a rebellious type of person. Rebellious means oppose करना, गलत चीजों को oppose करना. He did not believe in distinction on the basis of the caste system. He worked very hard to break these social barriers. He wanted that people of different castes should interact with each other. He encouraged APJ Abdul Kalam to work hard so that he could be at the same level as the highly educated people who lived in big cities. One day, he invited me to his home for a meal. His wife was horrified at the idea of a Muslim boy being invited to dine in a ritually pure kitchen. Horrified. Horrified means very frightened. Ritually pure. Ritually means traditionally ceremony. She refused to serve me in her kitchen. Siv Subramanyam Iyer was not perturbed. Perturbed means worry. Nor did he get angry with his wife, but instead served me with his own hands and sat down beside me to eat his meal. His wife watched us from behind the kitchen door. I wondered whether she had observed any difference in the way I ate rice, drank water, or cleaned the floor after the meal. Okay, so now what happened? Siv Subramanyam Iyer's wife, she belonged to traditional and orthodox Brahmin family. She followed the religion very strictly. And to keep the kitchen pure, no one from an inferior religion was allowed to enter the kitchen. When Shiv Subramaniam Iyer called APJ Abdul Kalam for dinner at his home, his wife feared that a boy from a Muslim family would make her kitchen impure. She refused to serve him food in her kitchen. Shiv Subramaniam Iyer was neither upset nor angry. He himself served food to APJ and sat down beside him to eat. His wife stood beside the kitchen door and looked at APJ while he was having food. APJ says that he doesn't think that she felt there was any difference in the way he was having his food or the way he was drinking water or in the way he cleaned the floor after the meal. He wants to highlight that religion does not matter as it does not alter the way in which a person eats food. When I was leaving his house, Shiv Subramaniam Iyer invited me to join him for dinner again the next weekend. Weekend means saptah ke ant mein. Observing my hesitation, he told me not to get upset, saying, once you decide to change the system, such problems have to be confronted. Confronted means to face. Okay. So now what happened? When APJ was about to leave Shiv Subramaniam Iyer's house, he invited him for dinner once again. When Shiv Subramaniam Iyer saw that APJ Abdul Kalam was a little bit confused, so he added that if he had decided to change the system to go against the norms of the society, he had to be strong and brave and confront the situation. Confront means to face the situation. When I visited his house the next week, Shiv Subramaniam Iyer's wife took me inside her kitchen and served me food with her own hands. So when he visited his home for dinner the next week, his wife made him sit in the kitchen and served him food with her own hands. This is the change that happened. So now you saw कि मतलब स्टार्टिंग में जो लेडी उसको खाना एक मुस्लिम बॉय को ना अपने किचन में बैठने देना चाह रही थी ना उसको खाना परसने देना चाह रही थी. So now what happened? That lady served the food. Then the Second World War was over and India's freedom was imminent. Imminent means likely to happen very soon. Indians will build their own India, declared Gandhiji. The whole country was filled with an unprecedented optimism. Unprecedented means that things which have never happened before. Optimism. Optimism means with good feeling, positive things. So when the Second World War got over in the year 1945, India was about to get freedom, which happened in the year 1947. So Gandhiji, who is known as the father of nation, was a crucial part of India's freedom struggle. He said that Indians would build their own India. The entire country was filled with hope and happiness. Everyone was experiencing such a feeling which they had never felt before. Everyone was hoping that now they would get their freedom. I asked my father for permission to leave Rameshwaram and study at the district headquarters in Ramnathpuram. He told me, as if thinking aloud, Abdul, I know you have to go away to grow. Does the seagull not fly across the sun alone and without a nest? Seagull is a bird who is the only bird which can fly near to the sun. Okay. So APJ asked his father to allow him to go to Ramnathpuram, which was the district headquarters for higher studies. So seagull is a bird. So in reply, his father told him that he knew that APJ needed to go away so that he could move ahead in life. He gave the example of a seagull which flies away in the sky all alone and does not have a nest. Seagull is a bird which does not have a nest and she flies alone. It means it does not have a home of its own as it keeps on flying from one place to another. He quoted means repeated. He said some lines from Khalil Gibran. Khalil Gibran is a writer. To my hesitant mother, Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. So, when APJ's mother came to know that he was about to leave home and wanted to go to Ramnathpuram for higher studies, she got upset. So his father tried to calm her down and told her a few lines from a famous poem titled Your Children, written by Khalil Gibran. He said that your children are not your children, they are the children of life. Don't think that you can rule your children. They are a result of life's desire for itself. They have their own thoughts. He asked her to give them freedom to fulfill their thoughts. So you saw that if one has firm determination to do or achieve something, one will achieve it at all cost. Obstacles do come in the path to your goal, but one has to find out ways to surmount the obstacles. So, this was all about the chapter. Thank you.